Namaskar dosto. Today is 26th September 2021. Welcome to my channel Tradeplan Nifty. This channel is my journey in stock market. This is a weekly wrap video on Nifty, where on this specific video we'll discuss the important levels for the Nifty for the coming week, share my trade plan for tomorrow, and disclose my MTM for the month of September and my learning for the last week. I hope these discussions will add value to your trade setup and trading ideas. It looks like to me that after a strong move up on the last 2 week, um, I feel that market will be entering into a new phase of consolidation. But before we get into detail of that, let's have a key look into S&P 500 or a global market first. So when we look into S&P 500, what we see is that S&P 500 on weekly chart has taken a support on 20 bar moving average and shown a reversal pattern here. So on weekly chart, S&P 500 is definitely showing sign of reversal on the upside. On daily chart, it is still below 20 but now above 50 and 8, so still in downtrend, but definitely a reversal has initiated on S&P 500. But we need to see whether S&P 500 will able to cross 20 bar moving average and move up, or from here it will come down. And when we look into US government 10 bond yield, we see that US government 10 bond yield on Friday has successfully moved about 200 bar moving average and closed about 200 bar moving average second day. So this is definitely not a good sign. After a long phase of consolidation of between 1.38 and 1.2, it is now going above 1.45. So this is definitely not a good sign for all the equity market. And when we look into dollar index, we see that dollar index also on weekly chart is moving up, as well as on daily chart is taking a support on 8 bar and moving up, and maybe now getting into next phase of consolidation between 93.5 and 93. So dollar index is also moving up, which is not a good sign for a bank nifty. And we see the impact of this on bank nifty. We see that bank nifty from past 2 week is consolidating between a zone of 36,500 and 38,200, and this consolidation looks like going to continue with the dollar index moving up and the US government and bond moving up. Bank nifty will definitely come under some amount of pressure. So but as of now, bank nifty is above 8 and above 20, so definitely on uptrend on weekly chart. On daily chart also, we see that bank nifty is above 8, above 20 and above 50, so definitely in uptrend, with a very good resistance now at 38,300 and very good support at 36,500. In between, it will have a very good support at 37,400, which is 8 bar as well as closer to weekly pivot. And after 37,423, the next support will come at 36,700, which is a 20 bar moving average as well as combination of monthly L3 or monthly H4 and a weekly L4. So and after that, the next support is at 36,500. So bank nifty now has a support level 36,500, that is 37,000 and 37,400. And on upside, it will have now resistance at 38,300, and if 38,300 is broken, then the next resistance will come at 38,700, which is weekly H4 for bank nifty. So bank nifty looks like consolidating but currently in uptrend. HDFC Bank has broken a very strong resistance of 1580 last week, and now it is above on daily chart above 8 and above 20, so definitely an uptrend. And HDFC Bank will now have a very good support at 1580 zone, which is a combination of black, blue as well as a weekly L4. So 1580 will definitely act as a very good support for HDFC Bank. And on top side, it will have resistance at 1610, which is also weekly H4 for HDFC. So HDFC Bank will start consolidating between 1610 and 1580. Then it will have some impact on Bank Nifty. And Reliance is now at the top of the chart with closing at 2505, definitely an uptrend or maybe super trend, running parallel to 20 bar moving average. Now it will have a resistance at 2520 and support at 2440, and if 2440 is gone, then the next support will come at 2390, which is a 20 bar moving average as well as monthly H4, and the weekly pivot is at 2453. So 2440 will definitely act as a very good support for Reliance, but definitely Reliance is looking in uptrend, and we need to see whether it is having a further break up uh, about 2505, or from here it is coming down. Currently it has made extreme reversal setup 2, kind of a reversal setup, and this may be start of some reversal on Reliance for this week target of 2390 at least. So let's see how Reliance works out tomorrow. So in many ways, tomorrow is going to be very critical day to decide how the Lalagi is going to act. So when we look into Lalagi now on weekly chart, definitely above 8 bar, 20 bar, so definitely in uptrend. Looks like on weekly chart very clearly a consolidation between in the range of 17,320 to 17,950 area. On daily chart, it is again forming a kind of extreme reversal setup, but not very clear, because yeah, you can say it's extreme reversal setup too, but still above 8 and 20, so definitely in uptrend. And now it will have a very good support at 17,500, and after 17,500 the next support will come at 17,320. After 17,320 the next support will come at 17,150 or 120 zone. So 17,120, 17,320 and 17,500 are the key support for Lalagi in the coming week. Above that, uh, small support will also come at a weekly pivot area, which is 17,700. I guess 17,700 could be a good support. 17,700 is a weekly pivot as well as weekly H3, and 8 bar moving average will also come up over here. So 17,700, any dip towards 17,700 could be a good buying opportunity. On top side, now the 17,950, 18,000 are the key resistance. If 18,024 is broken, then for this week Laraji will look forward for a target of 18,195. On 15-minute chart, we see that Laraji has shown some sign of reversal at this top zone, and on Friday it closed below 20 and below 8, so definitely in downward direction. And when we look into market profile, we see that for a Monday, market profile is above Friday's market profile. So here the trend is up. Now it all depends upon where the market will open. So when we look into SGX, SGX is currently showing 17,887, which is definitely above pivot. Pivot is 17,873, so slightly above pivot. So if it opens above pivot, then technically the idea should be buy on dip for pivot at 17,873 or L3 at 17,818. So it's closer to 50 bar moving average and previous day low for a target of 17,950 and the second target of 18,000. Second option is if it opens below pivot, which I think could be the much easier way to trade tomorrow. If it opens below pivot, then definitely it is sell on rise at 17,873 or at 17,888, which is somewhere here just below the R1 for a target of 17,682, and then 200 bar moving average is coming at 17,621. So that's the trade plan for Monday. Please consult your financial advisor before you take any trade. For me, I'm already carrying two lot home. So let's see what happened on Friday. Last week was very emotionally stressful week for me, because I entered the market with a clear understanding at the start of the week that this week market will touch 17,850, And on this particular day, which was Tuesday, that is 22nd September, I had made a fantastic entry over here. So I was carrying two lots home with me, and on this volatility, I got out, and I actually went into I was emotionally very disturbed over here. And then for next day I did not trade, and then on Friday I traded. That's why no videos for Thursday. Finally on Friday I took an entry, and the one thing which I was pissed off was that my trade plan, my trade setup was not giving me a very clear exit strategy. And then I was required to go back to my study desk, and I spent 2 days on my study desk. And finally I think I have found a good exit indicator. So one of the moderator of TradingView, Angus, has built this fantastic indicator which is called a super trail, and he offered me this indicator free of cost, which I have started using. So fundamentally what this indicator does is that this indicator plays on percentage volatility, and you can adjust the volatility of the, depending upon the stock or the script on which you're playing, you can adjust the volatility here. So for 15-minute chart on Nifty, after doing some uh, homework, I have finally come to 0.5 percentage. And it looks like that when you entered with 0.5 percentage, you look at this green bar, there's a trailing stop loss which is moving. And if I would have entered here, where I've entered here, it just goes, and I would have exited me exactly at the top of the trade, and that is exactly where my target was, 70,850. So this day put me into that research mode, and eventually I was lucky enough to find a good solution to this. So let's see how it goes. So now currently I'm going to run my this short trade with a stop loss of 17,907. This is a paid indicator for anybody who wants to use it on tradingview.com, but I strongly recommend that you go for it. So the name of the indicator is Super Trail by Angus MCK. So very useful indicator for those who wants to have a trade setup with some age. So there's an idea. So I am now in a two lot short. So this is my two lot short which I'm carrying with a profit of 5k, and I want to see how this trade is gonna shape up for us. So last week learning, first is patience. Intraday you can make money, but it requires too much of effort. So idea is to get into swing trade and be in the trade as long as possible. So that is something, and for that you need a trade setup with an edge. And I think now I have a very good setup in terms of entry, and with this super trail as indicator, I'm pretty sure that this will help me to manage my trade for a maximum amount of time. So best way to manage your trading stress is with confidence in your strategy and your discipline to execute it consistently. So this is my profit and loss for the month of September. Last week would have been 1 lakh week for me, but anyways, I'm not here in this year to make money. Idea here is to build a trade setup which gives me a very good entry, exit, and a strategy. And I should build myself and learn from here from 1 year and stay here without losing any money. I hope these discussions are adding value to your trade setup and trading ideas. Stay healthy, wear a mask. Jai Hind.